My name is Derek Carson, and I live here in Fort Worth. I'm an attorney, and I'm one of the co-founders of a nonprofit called CommUNITY Frontline. CommUNITY Frontline's mission is to mobilize men to enter into and alleviate the sufferings in their community. And it was a reaction, or it grew up out of this desire to be a solution to some of the problems that we were experiencing and seeing in our communities, specifically in East Fort Worth. And Dante, Frank, and Quentin, my other three friends, they grew up in a neighborhood in East Fort Worth called Stop 6. And I'm new to, since 2010, relatively new to Fort Worth, and moved to East Fort Worth with my wife and now my kids about 4 years ago. We hold monthly forums, we have community cleanups and engagements, we have a number of things we do, but really our focus is on 4 pillars, as we call them. The first is race relations, and the second one is related but slightly different, which is police-community relations. The third is mentoring and education, and then the fourth one is community beautification. So there's different things we do, but pretty much everything is going to relate to one of those 4 pillars, and it's going to focus on getting men involved off the couch and engaged in their communities and trying to be a part of the solution. Sort of the trigger back in the summer of 2016 that caused us to pursue this, and really Dante was sort of his brainchild initially, and we got behind it and ran with it, was after the shootings of Philando Castile and Alton Sterling, and then shortly after that, shootings of the Dallas police officers. There was a brokenness, a heaviness, and there was this, even though police shootings of unarmed black men were not new, they were really in the media at the time. They're really like almost in a way, in a public way that I hadn't seen before. And so we wanted to address that, and there were lots of rallies and lots of protests, and those were needed and were fantastic and should have happened. We wanted to complement that though with some sort of movement that would lead to action and solutions after the sort of initial expression of protest after these incidents and shootings happened. So then we had our initial forum where we just invited men in the community or in the city to come out and to be brainstorm with us, and we had like 70 guys or so show up, and from there we've kind of waned and things in terms of the size of guys involved. We've grown in terms of our network, we've figured some things out, we've kind of honed in what we're doing, and we're still really trying to figure things out, but we're just really keeping it focused on getting guys involved and on focusing on the 4 pillars I mentioned. And something we always say as a caveat is that even though we're focused on getting guys involved, a lot of that is a response to the fact that our sisters, women, are usually the first to be involved. They're always out there showing up, being present, being part of the solution, actively engaging the community. And so this is a sort of a specific focus to address a specific need. It's not a good old boys club or something that we're trying to recreate.